Here we go. Our NBA 10 for today starts right now. The next 10 minutes uninterrupted basketball talk. So here we go. Let's start the clock. Clock has started right now. Alrighty. NBA from last night. Some good games on. So let's start with this one. Hornets at the Nets. And ooh, the Hornets. Ooh, go to 3-0 and beat the Nets on the road. Woo, what a big win for this Hornets team. And like we said, we are loving what this Hornets team is all about. LaMelo Ball is still doing what he's doing here. So he's not a fluke. He's not a fraud. He proved it last season, and nothing has dropped off at all. If anything, he's gotten better from last season to this season. And I know it's only been 3 games, but that's all we need to see, right? LaMelo Ball, 18 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, a plus 13 on the floor. Miles Bridges led the team in scoring here with 32 huge points, 56% shooting from the field, 3 of 5 from the 3, getting it done with also 9 rebounds. Gordon Hayward only put up 8 points, and they still won the game. Fantastic. Mason Plumlee, 5 points, 3 steals, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. We're a little bit, I think the Hornets will go as far as their big can really take them. They don't have that many big pieces here. PJ Washington, Cody Martin, some solid forwards there coming off the bench. But how well is Mason Plumlee going to be able to lead this team? But, they won against the Nets last night. The Nets don't have a good big. Blake Griffin didn't play last night. Nick Claxton is still kind of the starting big out here, and we know he's not the best. We wish he could become the best. He can become the best. We think that. He's just not that right now. And LaMarcus Aldridge, how is he going to fare? We know he's aging out of this league, unfortunately. So the Hornets able to get this win against the Nets because, they didn't really need to have a dominant big to, help them win the game. So we'll see how this Hornets team does, like against the Lakers with AD, in the 76ers with Joel Embiid, in the Bucks with Giannis down low as we progress through the season and, teams start to kind of get their feeding underneath them. We have to take, the first kind of 10 games with a little bit of a grain of salt for everybody to get reacclimated into the NBA. So that's really, what's gonna be determining of how we kind of rank this Hornets team. Are we calling this a top tier team or a solid tier 2 trying to reach that tier 1? And we'll know when they start facing some teams with established good bigs. But so far, Mason Plumlee's doing a good job. We just don't know if he can kind of be the best of the best. It's unfortunate. Kelly Oubre Jr. is in the starting lineup here, 9 points, 9 rebounds, getting it done. 1 of 5 from the 3, 30% on 14 shots. I still think I want this man on the bench, but we'll see how this Hornets team still goes, as the season progresses. And then when we look at the Brooklyn Nets, Kevin Durant did his thing. Kevin Durant always does his thing. We're never worried about Kevin Durant doing his thing or not. He had 38 points, 2 of 6 from 3, shot 70% at 24 shots. I mean, easy money sniper. We all know that's KD. Like we said, no Blake Griffin in this game, and James Harden had a little bit of a poor performance. He had 15 points and 8 assists and 7 rebounds. All that is good, but he did have 8 turnovers as well. Just unfortunately come up a little bit small here, and now, everything is going back to Kyrie because obviously they're losing games. Well, they got 1 win so far, so we'll see how long until this Nets team truly just kind of boils over with all the Kyrie Irving kind of debate and conversation. So, well done with the Hornets, man. Give credit to the Hornets team. Give credit to LaMelo Ball, and these young guns are absolutely hooping over there in Charlotte. Alrighty, next game up is the Magic at the Knicks, and a big old win for this Magic team who really just came back in the fourth quarter. They were losing first, second, third quarter, and then the fourth quarter came and something clicked, and they got it done. So shout out to this Magic team for getting, I believe, their first win of the season. Cole Anthony truly getting it done here, and this is what he's going to have to do every single night if they want to kind of be competitive in all these games, and that's unfortunate for Cole Anthony because he is a really solid, good talent emerging in this league. There's just nothing else great on this Magic team, so gonna kind of fade into oblivion a little bit, but I mean, look at this performance by Cole Anthony, a guard, folks. 29 points, but 16 rebounds. Oh my God, he grabbed more boards than Mo Bamba did. How is that even possible? 8 assists, 1 steal, shot great, 5 of 9 from 3, 56% on 16 shots. Absolutely magnificent here by Cole Anthony to push them over the edge and get the win here on the road. And it was really just all Cole Anthony. Mo Bamba, 10 points, 13 rebounds. Jalen Suggs, 11 points. Terrence Ross off the bench with 22 huge points as well. So We'll see how often and how far Cole Anthony can kind of put up these performances and how far this Magic team can go. I don't think they even come close to the playoffs, but hey, if Cole Anthony is going to be showing out like this maybe every single night, they can get a couple of wins here and maybe start competing for that 8th seed. So shout out to the Magic, and we'll see maybe this kind of cast of tier 2 players, kind of borderline tier 3 players, honestly. We'll see if Cole Anthony can lead the charge. And then on the Knicks side, just a little bit of a collapse there in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, this Knicks team was still kind of doing what they're doing. Julius Randle with another great performance. Needs to clean up the shooting a little bit, but 30 points and 16 rebounds. We'll take that every single night. Just got to be a little bit more efficient shooting the ball. 2 of 10 from 3, 33% from the field on 24 shots. Definitely got to clean it up a little bit. Kemba Walker still in the starting lineup, but not playing as many minutes as Derrick Rose, so I guess that's some silver lining we can take out of it. We just really want Derrick Rose to be the starter here. But Kemba Walker, 10 points, 3 assists in 19 minutes, and he was a -14, the worst by far from the squad. And then you get Derrick Rose off the bench, 28 minutes, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and he was a +8. So obviously we know Derrick Rose is better than Kemba Walker, and we want Kemba Walker just kind of running the B team, the second unit, which is still a really good unit. This is why we like the Knicks, folks. Remember, I mean, Taj Gibson, Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickley, all coming off the bench who have, the potential to all put up like 10+ points a game. They didn't do it here this night, and this is kind of why they floundered a little bit in the fourth quarter, but, and this is why they kind of lost the game, but overall, we're not worried about this Knicks team as of yet. Evan Fournier, his kind of first bad game overall with the Knicks this season, only 8 points and 5 rebounds and 2 of 7 of 3 and 27% shooting from on 11 shots. So unfortunately, the Knicks lose a little bit of a close one here and kind of blow it in the fourth quarter, unfortunately. So the Magic get the win, and this is what we've seen already kind of twice by the Knicks so far. One time they went into overtime or double overtime with the Celtics, kind of first game, and they won it, but they still kind of blew some chances to win that game and kind of not let it go into overtime. And now here they are again, blowing the lead in the fourth quarter against the Magic. So we'll keep kind of track on that. I still know it's early on in the season. I mean, only kind of 3 games played so far for these teams, so no cause for concern and panic just quite yet. It's a long season, 82 games, but we'll keep an eye on this Knicks team as they progress to see if this is something we have to worry about, them not closing the deal. All right, next game up is the Celtics at the Rockets, and the Celtics win, and this isn't surprising. The Rockets aren't that good, but the Celtics are able to win without Jaylen Brown, which is really good out here. Dennis Schroeder moved into the starting lineup here for Jaylen Brown. We just want Dennis Schroeder the 1, Jaylen Brown at the 2, Jason Tatum at the 3. This is what we want to see. Marcus Smart still running the 1 here, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. Solid performance. He was a +12. Dennis Schroeder's first time in the starting lineup here for the Celtics, 18 points. 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 of 4 from the 3, but 50% on 14 shots. We'll take that. And he was a +15 on the floor. So real solid first starting performance here by Dennis Schroeder. And we want to kind of see him in the starting lineup. I think we got to kind of move this around, maybe move Marcus Smart to the 4. I know you're going a little small ball there when you do that, but I just don't know if Marcus Smart is going to be kind of a starting point guard, a starting number 1 for a championship winning team. So we'll see how the Celtics team is, looking as we progress through the season. We don't really think there's anything great on this team besides Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and we'll see how, Al Horford does as he's aging out of this league a little bit. I mean, he had 17 points and 10 rebounds. That was real great. Robert Williams still playing the 5 here, only 2 points, 4 rebounds. So we know Robert Williams isn't the best big, definitely a tier 2 and trying to, kind of a little bit of bottom, middle of the pack tier 2 player here, Robert Williams. We'll see if he can continue to get better. He's still young, and he was kind of making strides last season. But so far this season, he's a little hit and miss. But and once again, Peyton Pritchard and Aaron Nesmith not really doing anything in this game. They need to get these young players acclimated to playing and being productive members to this bench, but Celtics end up losing or end up winning by 10 here. And then with this Rockets team, I mean, Daniel Tice is still playing the 5. We don't like that. Christian Wood had an all right game, 20 points, 9 rebounds. Jalen Green, 30 points. This Rockets team we're not expecting really anything big with. So Celtics get a nice easy win here on the road, 107-97 over the Rockets. We get the 76ers at the Thunder here, and man, oh man, Seth Curry, folks, 28 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. He shot 7 of 10 from 3. Absolutely fantastic here. And I mean, I'm loving this 76ers starting lineup of Maxey at the 1, Seth Curry at the 2, Danny Green at the 3, Tobias Harris at the 4, Joel Embiid at the 5. I mean, this is a real great lineup. Basically exactly what their lineup was last year with Ben Simmons at the 1, and now, we know how that's playing out. But we got to give credit to Tyrese Maxey, and that's our 10 minutes, but we got to finish up here quickly. Tyrese Maxey, I mean, this man is emerging, folks. Let this man get 20 games under his belt here in the starting lineup. This is only his second season, folks, and Tyrese Maxey is already kind of handling the early pressure kind of real well. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and he was only a -3 on the floor. That's going to get better as he gets kind of minutes on the floor with the starting lineup. So this is going to be a real great 76ers team, and then it just frees up, Seth Curry shooting more, Tobias Harris shooting more, Joel Embiid shooting more, because you don't have a ball-dominant shooting or Ben Simmons was never a shooting dominant point guard, we know that. But Tyrese Maxey, I mean, he's obviously the 5th option on this team, and that's no disrespect to Tyrese Maxey. That's just how good this starting lineup is for the 76ers. So Tyrese Maxey, doesn't need to play selfish or anything like that. Doesn't even need to kind of control the game. He just needs to be a really good game-managing point guard, and, he's getting up into that point. So watch out for the 76ers team, folks. They're going to be really gosh dang good. And then, unfortunately, for the 76ers, I mean, and unfortunately for the Thunder team, nobody's good on this team. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 29 points, fantastic, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, but nothing else good. Luguentz Dort is still shooting 1 of 6 from the 3, 13 points, not really doing anything great in this game on this team. So this Thunder team, they've got big issues everywhere. There's nothing good on this team besides Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Luguentz Dort doesn't really know where he fits in on this team. So nothing great there by the Thunder. 76ers get the nice 115-103 win. Alrighty, we got a couple more games to go over. 3 more games. Quickly. Here we go. Warriors at Kings. And now we know it is official here. Buddy Hield is going to be traded. He's not even starting. Obviously, he wasn't starting all season, 3 games in. He's shooting threes. We know that's what he does. But, 2 of 10 from the 3, 6 points off the bench. He played 25 minutes, which is good. But now we do know he is going to get traded here. An NBA executive on Buddy Hield says, quote, Buddy's going to be gone. They already traded him and he had a deal done. So, they're just trying to kind of, wait for the deal, or, if that is true, that an NBA executive is, saying truthful things out here, he should be gone any minute here, and that's why he's on the bench here, not in the starting lineup. So we hope Buddy Hield goes to a championship contender. We love what he can do. Good defense, big 3 potential, absolutely great. But besides that, De'Aaron Fox for the Kings, 17 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Davion Mitchell coming off the bench had a better performance this game. Thank goodness, 22 points, 4 assists. Going to be interesting to see what they do with De'Aaron Fox and Davion Mitchell. But overall, nothing else really good on this Kings team. Don't really think they're going to be that competitive this season. And then with this Warriors team, Steph Curry does his thing, 27 points, 10 assists. Jordan Poole, 22 points, fantastic there. And Andrew Wiggins, man, we talk about big threes in the NBA all the time, but Andrew Wiggins is one of the most consistent 3rd options in this league, folks, dating back to last season and still getting it done here. 17 points, 4 rebounds, and he was a plus 18 on the floor, the highest of the squad. So Warriors take care of business by 12 here, 119-107 very easily. Then we get the Grizzlies at the Lakers, and an unfortunate end to this Grizzlies game here. Ja Morant misses a free throw to tie it up, and that's basically why they lose the game. But Ja Morant, don't get down on yourself here, folks. We see it right here. Let's go to the play-by-play in the 4th quarter. We get Ja Morant at the line, down 1 point, down 118-119. He was fouled for 3 free throws, but he misses the last one that would have tied it up, and they lose the game because of that. But Ja Morant, don't worry, because just last season, Giannis, game number 1, we got to go back to December 23rd, 2020. This was game 1 last season, folks, and guess what happened? Giannis at the free throw line to tie the game right here. Misses the second free throw that would have tied it 122 all to go into overtime, but he misses it. They lose the game, but then Giannis went on to win the championship that season. So, Ja Morant, don't worry. You're on pace to win a championship this season by missing a game-tying free throw real early on in the season. So, don't trip. Don't, dwell too much on this loss. You're going to be at the finals this season. So this is great. Locking the bets already for Grizzlies to win the NBA championship this season, folks. We're drawing parallels to the Bucks from last season. That's how good of a team that this Grizzlies team is, folks. But let's get to the stats here. Ja Morant, 40-piece, 40 points, 10 assists, 3 steals, 3 rebounds. Absolutely fantastic. Just unfortunately missed that game-tying free throw, unfortunately. Steven Adams, 14 points, 16 rebounds, 6 assists. Gosh, I love Steven Adams, folks, and I'm so glad he's on, once again, another kind of championship caliber team, and he's starting here. It's absolutely fantastic. So everything is going very well for this Grizzlies team, and the Lakers get on track here. Their first win of the season, finally. Russell Westbrook, 13 points, 13 assists, 4 steals, 7 rebounds. A great game overall. Obviously not the best scoring-wise because that's Russell Westbrook. We all know this. Anthony Davis, 22 points, 8 rebounds. LBJ, 19 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, all getting it done. But then Carmelo off the bench leading the squad in scoring, 28 points, a plus 19 on the floor, 6 of 8 from the 3. Holy moly. Carmelo truly getting it done. Malik Monk with a solid 12 points, a plus 19 on the floor. Love the addition of Malik Monk here. Really think he's going to be very, very good in an integral, jeez, I can't even say that, unfortunately, an integral piece to this Lakers team if they want to win a championship. So Lakers get their first win, but Ja Morant will be seeing a team. We don't know which team, but the Grizzlies will be in the NBA Finals, folks. Book it, mark it, bet it. It's happening. Alright, so that was the NBA from last night. We got some good matchups on tonight as well. We get Celtics at Hornets. Hornets going back-to-back. Hopefully we can get a good Hornets game. Bucks at Pacers. Pistons at Hawks. Wizards at Nets. Magic at Heat. Bulls at Raptors. Pelicans at Timberwolves. Cavs at Nuggets. And Blazers at Clippers. Really interested to see this third game for the Timberwolves as well, with the big three of Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards and... man, why am I blanking on the other dude's name? Oh man, the point guard, D'Angelo Russell. Something like that. Whoever it is, folks, y'all know who it is. We can't remember the name. Sue us. We've got NFL to talk about.